It's sitting on 20. Ain't no motherfucking stuff. Oh shit.
Anyways, we're live.
Look, I'm proud to know what type of gay man I am. Because me personally, when I'm running, all of a sudden over there, ain't nobody around me can do it. I stop. It's Britney, bitch. Dog. When I walk, I act like a model when I walk. No bullshit. When Give Me More comes on, I walk like I go boom, 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 boom. I look sweet as shit.
I mean, it's kind of
fuck. Give me more.
It's our generation's groove in the heart. You know, this is how it is.
Shut up, Chris.
But anyways, folks, welcome to 3BG. How's you doing? We're talking about well, actually, before we start, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification, go to our website, 3blackgeeks.com. You know, we got more new movie reviews coming out and stuff. It's great. It's fantastic. But today, we're here to talk about cinema.
And I know what you all thinking. Are y'all going to talk about it? No. All we're going to say is America. Really?
Again! You fucking idiots!
You'll probably get that on the end of the year show.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah.
But
look, I already know why. Because you want to be them, but on some real shit.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I mean, you know, it is what it is.
I know. Ironic is the Afro Latina that is asking that question.
But let me ask you,
because they showed up. I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas is doing.
Let me ask y'all this: heist movies, right? I think we've done a couple of heist movies, including one shitty one, Hurricane Heist. But I have, like, for me,
sir, that was cinema. There were semi trucks.
The slowest semi truck chase ever.
No.
There was a skull in the clouds, and yeah.
And the 18-wheeler got yeeted.
Yeah. But here's my thing. That
was cinema, okay? C-grade cinema.
There is the movie we're talking about today is Heat, and that is cinema heist movie next to, like, Ronin. Ronin is another, like, cinema movie.
AKA GTA 5 Online's blueprint.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because there's something to be said about, like, these kind of movies where you get with a crew that's very uber professional, and in this case, in Heat, you know, you got Neil McCauley, Robert De Niro's character. He runs a tight ship crew of heist folks, professional heist people, and gotta say, is this peak Robert De Niro for you guys? Just the looks and everything,
bro. This is same year as Casino De Niro.
He looked very youthful in this compared to Casino. I don't know, man. I know that's
funny because they both came out in the same year.
No, anytime you mention age and De Niro, I automatically think about Chris getting mad at the Irishman. So that's why I just kind of chuckled right there. But
and Chris along with myself, we reserve the right to get angry at the de-aging, the unnecessary de-aging of the Irishman.
Because here's my thing. Okay.
We told a 34-year-old to run out there and beat somebody's ass, and we're going to clip art the living shit out of De Niro's face onto this shit. That wasn't even a good deep fake, nigga.
Let me ask y'all this. Like, we've joked at length on this show about how, like, our age, where we're at, is way different than, like, men of our father's age and that group age and stuff. So, like, I say youthful Robert De Niro in this movie. I know he was probably in his, like, 40s, maybe.
He had to be like maybe touching early 50s.
Yeah, I would say early 50s.
Maybe somewhere in his late 40s. I'm not really sure.
Back then, it felt like Robert De Niro looked youthful in a way. Like, maybe he ain't, you know, Once Upon a Time in America youthful, you know, or anything. But, like, you know, that kind of look that kind of gave off he has a little sprite to him, you know.
De Niro has weird phases to his career, but this was probably peak phase him because of I would say late 80s to mid 90s was probably peak De Niro going on at that time.
So real quick, both De Niro and Pacino were in their 50s when this movie came out.
See, I
They look pretty good for their age at that
I was
time.
gonna
I ain't
say,
gonna lie.
I don't know, man. Pacino
No,
always,
I'm talking about
Pacino always looked old to me. Even when he
well-
was in Scarface, he looked old to me.
De Niro, at least. I would say De Niro was like, he was in his 50s? Huh.
Yep,
That's
they
interesting.
were both in their
That's good.
50s in 95.
I know. You know what it is? It's because De Niro now, he's gotten a little big. He's big. He's old man big. But like then it's like he can actually, maybe take a tumble or two on the ground a little bit, maybe. Like that kind of
Until you ask him to do The Irishman.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird though with De Niro. I never took him as a good action person. I feel like he's a guy that does the tumble really, really bad.
Like Ronin was the most active he's been in an action movie. Like Ronin was really his like most active, like he's actually running around shooting a gun kind of thing. That's the most active I've seen.
Prior to him filming, he had to do training with Lou Ferrigno. Because that's what every celebrity does.
Lou Ferrigno was the guy. And it's like, hey, we need to pull some weight.
Seriously. Every Gen X / Boomer celebrity, like actor, always ran training sessions with Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno got nothing to do but go to comic conventions. Trust and believe, folks. Lou Ferrigno been going to comic book shows since like the early era of comic book shows. So like he's been around the block in Hollywood. So that actually tracks.
Yep. Thank you, Kevin. 52.
52. That's
now, real quick.
52.
Now, real quick, I just want to go down to just to let you know the people that are in this movie.
Oh man.
Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Val Kilmer, Diane Venora, Ashley Judd, Tom Sizemore, Natalie Portman. She's our age, right? So real quick, just gotta say, when I was looking at her, I was like this. Hey D, can I perv on her? Technically, yeah. Why?
Was this before The Professional?
We're the same. He's like this. D, we're the same age. You can perv on this age of Natalie Portman. Don't say that out loud.
was this in that
Professional was the year before.
Okay, so yeah, she's riding the high off the Professional. Like
she's known at that point. Kevin Gage, John Voight, Tom Levine, Wes Studi, Henry Rollins, who I forgot was in this movie.
Henry Rollins is a thing in the 90s, folks.
Dennis Haysbert, Hank Azaria, Tom Noonan, William Fitchner, McKelty Williamson, Jeremy Piven in a role you have to blink twice and go, that's Jeremy Piven.
Xander Berkeley.
Tone Loc, a person that we mentioned a long time ago on 3 Black Geeks. When I forgot what movie we was referencing, he was like, black man. Ricky Harris, that's who that is.
Yeah, Ricky Harris is in this.
I don't know what we was talking about. I really don't know. But we was all searching for it, and I forgot one of us like, nigga, that's Ricky Harris, nigga.
By the way,
no. We said Ricky Harris, Hard Rain.
Yeah, it was Hard Rain.
He was in, but Hard Rain was later. This was actually Ricky Harris's third movie.
Ricky Harris is kind of isn't he more like TV? Because I remember he was in High School High. I remember he was.
I would say my fondest memory of Ricky Harris was when he was the host of Def Jam.
Or Simon Says, he was in that movie.
Oh yeah, and I forgot
he was he was in it, but I just remember him more for being the host of Def Jam.
And Amy Bremen.
Was he stand up or was he just?
He was the host.
No, I'm saying, did he ever do stand up?
Yeah, he did. He had to. He definitely had to do stand up because every night, for every episode he came out, I'll never forget it. Well, like one of my favorite jokes from him was when he came out. He's like, shit, this looked like a big ass Negro meeting. He's like, I'm just waiting for someone to come out on some slave shit and be like, we leaving tomorrow. Be on the other side of the road if you want your freedom.
Hey,
you better stop laughing and be on the other side of the road. They're gonna cut off your other foot.
Tevin ain't lying, dog. It is like Copland. Copland was like, yeah, just give me all the character actors. Just give me all of them.
And the one person I forgot to mention.
Yeah,
real quick. The one person I forgot to mention was Amy Bremen. She judging freaking Amy is in this movie. so it's like, yo, there's a lot of people that are actually in this movie. And you're right, Bones. He was in Bones. Thank you, Tevin.
Yeah. That dang could. One of many dang that's actually not bad. It was actually a funny joke.
If you haven't noticed the name.
Yeah, where's the van? Where's the van?
That's the whole reason why I put down for my name.
You know, I didn't notice that until you
Like-
pointed at it. Usually I see the joke and I go, ha 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 ha. I didn't read it today for whatever reason. Thank you for that.
Now, here's my thing. What I love about this movie, this is one of those movies. I got this on Blu-ray. Did they do a 4K for this yet?
They had to.
Yes.
Okay, I need to get that. But
it seems like a movie they had to do that.
The thing that I like about this movie is one of the things I appreciate about this movie is like as you grow up, like when I first watched it, you watch it like, oh shit, guns, heist, and that kind of shit, right? But then as you grow older, you keep watching it. There's subtle moments about the movie, at least for me. I like how you saw the characters like lives outside of the shit that they do.
Yeah. I was, and
again,
so
the GTA Online blueprint. That's what this movie
is.
And knowing this now because we're older men and stuff, and we get it. I was looking at it. I was telling myself at the end of it, I was like, "Well, D, you see this movie in a whole new light." I do, yeah. So what do you think of the movie? I gotta be honest, I didn't like it. You didn't like it? Why you didn't like it? D? I don't understand why you didn't like it. It like I just say it like I get into the movie and you know they're just talking, and I'm like, "What's going on?" I'm like, what are you talking about? It insists upon itself. What it insists upon itself. Like, I felt myself making that argument. And the only reason why I did that, for only one reason why. Hey, yo, Michael, man, hurry the fuck up. Get to your point, nigga.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I say that.
It's the Miami.
No. See, but here's my
great flick.
No, this is my honestly, this is my rebuttal to that. Because D, when you said I forgot this movie's almost 3 hours long. I said, D, it's 3 hours that goes by quick. You'll be fine.
No, it wasn't that. No, it's not that. It's the pacing of the movie where it insists upon itself.
No, because one thing is
there are one or two parts where it does do that, but no, like by the time I would say this, you want to know where? Okay, you want to know what the movie?
It doesn't have to end to me. Where
no.
You want to
know where the movie like really just steps on, like goes pedal to the metal, stepping on the gas. The first time that De Niro and Pacino have that conversation in the diner over a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
That conversation between the two of them,
that is peak, like, holy shit. Like,
I actually like that part of the movie.
Everybody loves that part of the movie.
Because it's the conversation. It's like, because like how many movies really do stuff like this? That's
well, we often see where it's going to be cat and mouse between a thief, a robber, whatever you want to call it, and the cop. Every now and then you get a moment where Zenigata looks across the table to Lupin and they're actually having an actual conversation. It doesn't happen a lot in fiction, but because it didn't happen a lot. But when it does, usually it's some of the best dialogue, or at least some of the best character building parts of the story. And in this case, it's just cool because it's like, just gonna let you know, if I come around that corner, if you see me coming around that corner, just got a question. If it's like me and there's a chick right there, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna shoot past the bitch. I'm gonna go right for you, bro. It's gonna be the same thing. Well, I'm just gonna let you know, I'm gonna use that bitch as a shield. So, assalamu alaikum.
I mean, look.
There is a weird. If you are a detective, it's always cool when you see a detective who's been chasing somebody. It's like because the asshole move, I'm gonna arrest you right now for no fucking reason. But no, I don't need to do none of that. We're men. Let's talk like men. That's it.
Let me get a cup of coffee. When he pulled up on him and said, "Can I get you a cup of coffee?" I was like, "Oh shit!" Like he didn't even fuck with them. He just said, "Let's talk."
I mean, first of all, you managed to chase him down in a
helicopter.
Not even he wasn't in the copter. Remember, he
got picked. He got picked up.
Helicopter, and he goes to another car just to catch up with the whole situation. It feels so lazy to me.
But when once he got in the car, he caught up with him, man, pulled him over and said, "Hi, how about buying a cup of coffee?"
Like, yo, man, you hopping in that helicopter is like fast travel. That's so unfair, nigga. Like,
Not, but I would say this though, like when you have out of his crew, I was very fascinated with the Chris and Charlene relationship because it's like, and I think that's the other thing about this movie too. You kind of see the men characters actually get vulnerable in a way because you see Pacino's character Vincent, like he's like talking to his wife, and it's like it's very much a stereo. I forgot who it was, but like the stereotype of like the cop that's so engaged in his work that he has like multiple divorces, and it's a stereotype that a lot of movies and television shows do with those type of cops. Like, all right, cool.
And
that was Diane Venora.
Diane Venora
as the Justine Hannah.
Yeah,
and she said, and it took me a while to understand this. I actually understand this now.
Mm-hmm.
When am I going to have you? When am I going to have you? And men, because we're men, all of a sudden we turn into Kiryu Kazuma with a cigarette in our mouth, like, I told you, when you married me, I'm also married to the streets. I will be that way forever. What the woman is asking for is, yeah, I know that.
Make time a little bit.
To be here.
And and here's the funny thing.
But I get it. Yeah.
It's a noble question, and I like how because even Kristen Chanel, like Val Kilmer and Ashley Judd's character, right? His wife is literally just asking, "Look, I don't give a fuck that you're a thief. I know you're a thief. I don't give a shit. You're coming home safe. We got money, fine. But hey, man, you being a degenerate gambler, like, can you just stop that at least? Can you stop that?
My man
can you just stop that?
My man had nerve to wake up at De Niro's house and say, Vegas and Super Bowl clean me out. I'm like, dude, how many heists did y'all? How many jobs did y'all pull off for you to lose all that money?
He's a degenerate gambler. It's the high of the next chase.
Hold on.
Energy. Wait, because what I would have needed for this, real quick, I just needed Joe Pesci to be here just to look at, just to look at Val Kilmer and call him a fucking degenerate. I needed that.
But D is right there. The energy in this picture, though, is like,
Eric, I gotta be real with y'all. He go upside her head all the time.
Oh yeah, he is. But that's the thing. And the funny thing, the crazy part is, his wife is just like, look, you did that heist and we only came home with $8,000. She was just like, okay, we got $8,000. That's cool, but like, can you at least just not gamble? I don't give a fuck. Just don't gamble. She wasn't even asking much of anything. It's just like, don't gamble. And my man threw the glass and was like, this ain't enough. I'm like, come on, bro.
No, Chris. She should have been like, look, here's $100. Hit the slot machine. Whatever happens, happens. You ain't getting no more.
You think that man is going to do that? Man will punch her in the face.
Here's some bottom shelf vodka. I'm gonna push you out in front of the nearest casino and give you $100. I'm gonna turn around and whatever happens. No, I'm gonna give you 3 Oxycontin pills. Whatever happens.
I'm giving you again bottom shelf vodka, $100, no wallet. You just got your driver's license, and that's it.
It's a crazy part.
I can tell you this: if he makes it back, he peed all over those pants. He pissed the pants. I'm just gonna.
I would say this though. I like that Val Kilmer plays like this not about to say sex. This drug. This drug-fueled
man plays sex, guys. Look at the cock. He just plays.
This drug-fueled maniac white guy that can kill you. That is dangerous. That is dangerous. Right? That's a dangerous
like a white
guy
man to me, but I'm chink.
Because it's like when he's. It's like when he.
Sounds like a current year voter to me.
When my man Neil asked him to do some shit, he just boom, he executes that shit. Even that gunfight at the end where he's like fighting for his life, it's like, yo, that's a guy I do not want to shoot back at because he will kill me immediately.
That's a dude that got kicked out of the army.
That's a dude that doesn't
passed all the shooting drills.
That is a dude that does not miss.
I like to see Val. Look, Val Kilmer to me, I actually love him as just an actor. great all around. I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, I love him in Heat." I'm like, I like him in Saint
Val
personally.
Kilmer gets shitted on for all the wrong reasons to me.
He does get shit on. I didn't know.
I think, like,
I'm being serious on that. I didn't know
people shit on
like
him. People shit on him for wrong reasons, and I think it's because they found out he had neck cancer. A lot of that changed over. Much like people who did make fun of Brendan Fraser changed up their tune when they found out what he'd been through. So
Michael J. Fox.
There were people, you still make fun of him. Remember, you fucking asshole. Chris makes fun of his Parkinson's. You know that, right, y'all? That is the dirty secret of Chris. Hey, D.
Cats out the bag.
Hey, D. What am I? Don't do that, Chris. Eris, your favorite joke. See that? Yeah, but this is the one I write with. Yeah, I heard it in your head, Chris. I'm sick of this nigga.
May of 2013, Kilmer lobbied Congress on behalf of the EACH Act.
What's the EACH Act?
It was the Equitable Access to Care and Health Act to provide additional religious exemption from the individual health coverage mandate of Obamacare.
Oh, that's great.
Cool. It's cool. Obama.
Hope y'all niggas voted.
Speaking of which.
Hey y'all, real talk. I didn't want to talk about it, but I gotta say this. Just gotta say this on air. Because I know we got fans from that state. Hey, Ohio. When I saw y'all go red, I knew it was over. When I saw Ohio went red, I'm like, we're cooked. We're cooked. I knew it was over.
Hey, look.
Bitch lost Ohio.
I don't look. I will say this though. I can't confirm or deny that.
I'm not saying
no. I can't confirm or deny this connection though.
He's dead.
I heard Auburn basketball players were fighting on a plane. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, it had to be the election. Like the black players were like throwing fades on the white players on the team. And then like, I'm just saying, like they didn't say what happened. They just said they had to land the plane with the Auburn basketball players because the fight broke out. And I'm like, maybe could be
one of them big ass horses. Walked up to the black quarterback and just let him have it. You know that's what happened. Yeah. This is Trump's country again, boy.
Trump's America now, boy.
He called him boy.
He's Stone Cold.
Boy.
He's Stone Cold fucking character in fucking Longest Yard when you looked at
No. Hey, no. Hey, yo, Cap, let me tell you something, nigga. Once upon a time, y'all used to be a blue state.
Yeah, you did.
When Obama won the first time, all of a sudden Oklahoma was like, whoa. Niggers can vote now. And they just, y'all went red ever since then.
We are cooked.
Oh God!
Sauteed.
Not as cooked as
sauteed.
Not as cooked as the Allstate guy having to be a janitor at the local diner.
So my nigga Dennis Haysbert get out of jail. I'm just looking for a new job. Just trying to get back on my feet.
Keep your hands in Allstate.
No. How big is your dick? Long, very long.
Hey, look. Yeah, hey, look.
Dennis Haysbert sound like he got a Louisville Slugger.
Look. All I'm saying is this man has a beautiful black Nubian queen wife that supports him. Despite that, he went to jail. Okay, the movie had to emphasize that.
That for all of our millennial and Gen Zer listeners, that is what we call a ride or die.
Yes, she was very ride or die.
You get win.
Hey, look.
Hold on to you as long as you keep your head to the sky.
Yeah, optimistic.
You can win. You can win. Hold on to your dreams.
You know how DC it is.
So he came out of jail.
All I'm
It
saying is,
doesn't mean you give that black man hell. You pick that nigga up instead. You will give that nigga a job now. You know you want to because you don't want to give him that dick because he be throwing it down. He be making you be straight. No. We're done. I'm done.
So, Eris, when y'all were like doing your little rap career, was this like a normal thing?
Shut the fuck up. Yes.
Just want to know. But nah, my man, I like how he was behind this white guy that was being. Yes.
Yeah, he does.
Yes.
Yes.
Where your granny at? Where your auntie at?
In fact, Ving Rhames was what we got instead of Dennis in Baby Boy
Boy,
because that nigga said he was too busy.
Imagine.
I got
Imagine,
that
y'all.
Allstate money, so I can't be slinging.
Hey, with that
like,
little
I can't-
sort of not high top fade thing that he got going on.
Hey,
I
guys,
I can't be out here slamming and AJ Johnson. I got Allstate money right now.
Hey y'all, imagine. It's 1996. It's a warm 77 degrees. You got to run next door to somebody else's house, go through the fence. The grass is high. Knock on the door. You hear the background boom, doom, 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 boom, doom, ba-doom, doom, 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 doom. Anyway, you knock on the door. All of a sudden, you see Dennis Haysbert has the pantyhose of a do-rag, a whole wife beater, draws, not boxers, draws,
Old
socks, slippers. What you want, little nigga?
I gotta be real. No. See, D says draws. I often ask myself, like, we really were wearing underwear like savages, weren't we? Like, just like, you know.
Yeah. Nigga, hey, I'm actually, Chris, I'm shocked with you, nigga. You a ball player. You need some. Look,
I know. I'm just saying, like, we've come a long way. We got boxer briefs now. Like that. It was just basically, it was either boxers. It was either you had boxers or you had tiny whities. If you wore boxers, you were a grown adult. You know, that was the thing. You know, so it's come a long way. Come a long way.
If you were tiny whities, you were a psychopath called Walter White.
Hey, all right, stop.
That is old white men in the Midwest.
Stop for 2 seconds because DJ Sue wants attention. What's with the midgets, nigga?
Oh shit.
Nigga, after the other night,
you just now see the Chris.
That's why I'm God, you two Negroes.
I've been seeing it, but I know you're over there just percolating, just like.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I legit put that picture up because why? After
I need to AI this, by the way. I need to AI this like Michael Jackson midgets and then just see what it comes up.
That's going to come up.
I mean, this was the behind the scenes of Captain EO, but anyway,
you sure about that?
It is
Captain E.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Look,
y'all did an episode. What the fuck am I talking about?
I was saying we did that episode. We already know.
My bad. Sorry.
I just put that picture up because I'm like, you know what? The other night, we as black folks, we all need a drink.
Smeared off though.
What we're telling y'all?
A beverage of your choice, sir.
So what we're trying to tell y'all is this: go find the shortest girl in your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Under 5 foot. Just
under 5 foot.
Yeah, look for that 4 foot. Look for that 4'11" chick that wants to give it a guy who's 6'9".
Hold on. Current events in play here. If you're a white guy that wants to do that, you're gonna have to like come correct. You see, and
actually, white guys, I want to talk to no black women.
You gotta
for the next 4 months. Actually,
I
don't
know 4 months. 4 months.
No. I'm going all the way with it. I'm going all the way with it. Nope, I'm going all the way with it. You can't talk for the next 4 years.
Oh shit.
Eris, I second your segregation of I second your segregation of interracial marriage because That's what Project 2025 is probably going to do anyway.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Sorry, a Negro and a white. Get him.
I'm just
Put
saying.
him in the back of the paddy wagon now.
I'm just look,
both
man.
of you going to the Who's.
No, listen. I've said it plenty of times before on this podcast. Consequences, actions have consequences, pimp, and that's the penalty right there. You go and blow that shit. Like I said, I hope that 50 cents on gas was worth it.
Best
I
quote
hope
ever.
that meme of Trump doing this was worth it.
Hey guys,
y'all know how tariffs works? No, you don't. Anyway, heat.
Motherfuckers on.
I think
you got motherfuckers out here making $35 a year talking about my taxes are gonna get saved. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, no, it's Joe. It's Joe the Plumber 2.0.
I'm gonna rent out a Ferrari one weekend. That's what you said with your stupid ass.
Y'all guys remember Joe the Plumber, the guy that was like, Obama's gonna raise my taxes. Obama's like, how much do you make a year? You're fine.
How much you make a year? All right. I think you need to sit your monkey ass down. Who's that telling y'all?
Obama's eyes said that, but he had to be diplomatic.
When he hit him with that, who said that? Who's out there? Who said that back then? Why? Who are you?
I'm telling y'all, we need Gavin Newsom to come into the motherfucking room, pressing the triangle button, hitting heat mode on niggas. We need that in America right now.
American Psycho. It's really American Psycho Bateman minus the serial killing. It's just like,
boy, Gavin Newsom is the white sociopath that we have been looking for. Hi, I'm Gavin Newsom. I'm evil as hell.
Do you like Huey Lewis in the news?
No.
I'm Democrat. No, it's like this. Like you know what I like about Huey Lewis in the news? They always went for women's rights because a woman's body is hers and not ours. Hey, Republicans, what?
No.
That's Gavin Newsom.
No. See, he's gonna talk to like the three. He's gonna talk to the three or four black people on the red side, right? Do you like 21 Savage? I respected his artistry. I didn't really care too much for his earlier albums. It was a little too mumbly for me.
But where he hit his apex?
Yeah, his apex.
I just
when he worked with Drake.
I just find it funny that this man banged out Donald Jr.'s wife in the earlier years before he passed. And it was just like, she all right. You can have her, Donald. You can have her.
You got to understand. You got to, Chris, remember.
That's sociopath shit there. I'm done with her.
No. Bear in mind, Chris, this man is playing the longest of long games here.
In a sick way, you're right.
No, seriously. Him banging her.
Off the bone of that.
No, seriously. Chris, him banging her out. That's just the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Got other shit.
Look. Speaking of which, did you like how Vincent rolls into this house and was like, so that's who you're banging? And he just takes his TV and just...
I love the line.
He said, listen, you...
Maybe I should go. No.
No, sit down. Shut up. Remember, you got to get Pacino. No, remember, you got to get Pacino loud whenever to command, to command respect and dominance. Because remember, the dude is like only 5'9". All right,
balding 5'9", by the way. Balding.
It don't matter.
Shrinking every year, by the way.
It don't matter. I am a
Pacino was 2 inches taller.
I hate you so much.
Wow, Pacino.
Look, I wish we had a picture of Pacino in Devil's Advocate, like.
No. When he said listen, I can ignore you fucking my wife. I can ignore you sitting on my couch, staying in my soon-to-be ex-wife's home. But what you will not do is watch my television set.
It's a man with standards, all right?
Yes.
Standards.
That man took that. That man took that $300 at the time, 19-inch TV.
With a VCR on that bitch, by the way.
VCR.
With the VCR and rabbit.
With the VCR on it.
That's a man. Like, I want people to understand.
Hey, look.
Look, all I'm saying is this. That is a man, like I said earlier, this is a man, the trope of the cop that works his job so much that his wife is dissatisfied. That's a man that just knew it was going to happen. It was like, look, I know you're going to bang out a dude behind my back because I'm working like 15 hours out the goddamn day. All right, fine. But what you're not going to do is fucking disrespect my home looking at my goddamn TV.
Hey, making breakfast for this motherfucker?
Fair statement.
She made breakfast for him. That's an insult, honestly. It's like, no.
Look, hold on. Let me tell you
something. The sound of a hurt Pacino was this. While holding the TV and walking out the door, looking at her in the face and going, "Never cheated on you, bitch."
Dude. Here's a subtle thing on that scene. The plug is just dragging on the fucking.
Yes, it is.
Get on the ground.
The best part is, even I'm looking at him like, Pacino, you know you ain't gonna keep that TV.
Yeah,
Ain't no way.
way.
You're not taking the TV.
Here's the wild.
Man got down 3 blocks.
That man picked up that TV. Hey yo, that nigga picked up his TV.
No, the show cries in NTR. Oh God. Ugly bastard.
Habibi firebombing got a missile to. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it a lifestyle huge. This basic bitch she.
Ugly bastard intensifies.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I got word from my friend that they're mad that we're not using the Korean junk no more, but they're glad that we're still using homeboy dancing.
Listen, we can only get content ID but so many times.
No, I'll just say this. Coldest line in the movie is the whole thing of a guy told me one time, don't let yourself get attached to anything you're not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if the heat is around the corner. And I'm like,
yeah,
that's a cold fucking line. That's a boomer cold line, by the way. That's another boomer cold line. Like, yeah.
I don't know if that's boomer or greatest generation line.
It feels men of purpose and action.
Yeah,
that's what it really feels.
Look, I always break.
Speaking of you saying the word heat, they said heat so many times.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped and said this at least 15 times in the movie.
Oh, that's why they call it that.
Yeah,
I literally like he's like, so what about when the heat is on? Oh, so the heat's the policeman.
That's a white guy somewhere in the Midwest thinking that, like, that's what heat is.
That's why they call. And that's the purpose. That's why they call it that.
As he goes to his factory job and asks Tyrone, so heat is the cops, right? Yes.
And considering that this movie is based on a true story, that's really crazy.
Yeah, LA Shakedown.
Yeah.
Apparently they did a Y'all want to tell them?
Hey, DJ Super Smash. It's this wonderful thing that I need you to do. I need you to go into Google and just type in what is NTR in Japanese. So, a couple of things that I definitely wanted to point out. Did y'all know that this was supposed to have a TV series?
Yeah.
This feels like something that they wanted to make longer, but I think you can tell that there probably was a bit of a longer.
There's
story.
a lot of plot threads popping up here and stuff in this movie. That's
exactly. Usually
out of everything,
you just get the heist and maybe the planning of heist, and that's it. This stopped and said, "Let's go into their personal lives."
So,
That's
because like out of everything that went down in this movie, Val Kilmer's the only one that got away.
Yeah.
He's the only. He's the only one that gets away. To find out what actually happens to him, you have to read the book called Heat 2.
Oh, they're doing a movie actually.
I don't know if they're still doing it or not.
No. They are doing it. They are.
It's officially confirmed.
Uh-huh.
So here's my question: How faithful are they going to be to the book?
Don't know. That's up in the air.
Because that book told a whole story that actually took place in the past and in I guess in the current year.
Supposedly they're doing a thing where they're casting somebody different. Well, they're recasting Val Kilmer's character because obviously Val Kilmer isn't, but they're kind of keeping. So it's kind of like one of those they can use that same actor to do the flashbacks and then flash forward kind of thing and stuff. So I mean, it could work, and I think it could work and stuff. But you're right, he does get away. I think, look, despite his chronic gambling, I like the vulnerability of him. Like, yo, I still love this woman, the child of my kid. Like, it's
that's
real.
No, that scene when he said, he was like, look, man, sun rises and sets on my wife. Period. I do like the investigative side of De Niro when he goes, you don't have anything on the side. Like, no, you sure? No. What about your wife? No, she doesn't have anything on the side. You are absolutely sure that she doesn't have anything on the side.
I mean, look, I do appreciate that aspect of their friendship. He's a friend enough to be like, look, dog. Because even he's telling them, look.
He's like, nah, this shit is sus.
No. But even then, though, I like how it's like he's helping him save himself in this relationship, right? Because when he tells her, you're going to give Chris one more chance. But if he fucks up, you know what? I'll set you up financially because he knows his friend is that fucked up to where it's like, you know what? I'll be fair about this. I'm not going to force you back in, but I'm going to give him one more chance. I talked to him, squash this shit. And it's all right.
Like,
cool.
Even when he confronted her, sees dude coming out of the hotel room, and he's like, who is he? Who is he? Don't you fucking lie to me. Who is he? I need to know who he is. As soon as she tells her who he is, yada, yada, yada. She says all that
by
shit.
De Niro many times.
And then, and he's like, okay, listen. He said, listen, you're going to go back, squash this whole thing. And like you said, Chris, if he fucks up, I'll set you up myself. You'll be good financially. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
The look on her face was priceless. It's like, oh, he's for real. Okay.
I mean, because number one, I mean, listen, I get it. That's your best friend's wife, and holy shit, she is a terrible liar. Because come on, the bed is literally tossed up like a Tupac song. Okay?
Empty ass hotel. That was a jump off. Like that was a quick hit and quit it.
Like she talking about talking about this dude's like a fucking wholesaler of like of alcohol or whatever. I'm like, the fuck were y'all meeting in a shady ass hotel to discuss?
Gotta be honest with you. Looks wise, that's a downgrade from your husband. That's kind of fucked up. You would think you would kind of go up. Right, like if you're gonna do it, you gotta make that shit worthwhile. Like,
not if that shit is just physical.
I'm trying to fuck.
If it's just if that shit was just physical, if it's just physical, then nah.
I don't know. It's just
because
then again, let's just look at it this way, guys.
This is her. Listen, this is her peak in 1995. She can easily go out and get another one.
I mean, yeah, it is mid 90s Ashley Judd.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this though. It is kind of funny though. We say all this. It's like Val Kilmer was a degenerate drunk. So
yeah, I'm not saying it's
better.
But still, it was just kind of like that whole dynamic was just funny because it's like at the end of the day, she's his ride or die. Because like I said at the start, she don't give a shit that he's a thief. Like it's whatever, right? She really did.
One of the coolest things ever, and I can say that my wife would do that for me. I get out the car, I see her. Go.
Bro, she hit that.
He like, oh shit.
Yo, hold on. Did you like how he popped up with that freaking Batman Forever ass haircut?
Right.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Hey, look, Val Kilmer was the guy. Like he was the guy in Hollywood for a moment.
I really did want to know. I was like, yo, Val, were you in between movies?
Hey, look, he banged
The
out.
Schumacher call you early.
I gotta be honest with you. We know he banged out Elizabeth Shue after the same. You know that, right? Come on. Like,
I don't know. I feel Elizabeth Shue back in the day was like, look, I hate saying it like this. She was the one, yeah, you ask her good enough, you can get it. But at the same time, I feel like she was like, no, I'm seeing like a 50-year-old man. You know, when she was like in her 20s or something. Elizabeth Shue came off like that. You know what I mean? Like,
but she was right or down when she did that whole thing, and then you see him like, you know what? I'll go down the street. That's the funniest shit ever. I'll go down the street.
The one thing I want to talk about is something that's very interesting. Well, the main thing that everybody loves talking about is the shootout that happens at the bank.
Oh man, that is.
Now, Eris, I know you probably want to break it down. I just want to say this one thing about it though. I was watching this thing with my son, my middle child. He's probably the one that's more like me when it comes to movies. Like they like analyzing it and sees different shit. But he loves John Wick, and he's seen that scene, and he really liked how just like he was like the guns are so loud. That was the first thing he noticed in the gun because it ain't like pow pow pow. It's like
look at the guns they were using. It was powerful. Yeah. Everybody's using M4.
You know what I mean? Like that.
So it's funny you say that. The sound design. Heat is recognized for its realistic sound design, particularly during the iconic bank heist scene. Real gunfire sounds were used to capture the intensity and chaos of the shootout.
Yeah, Michael Mann has done that. Even look, feel what you feel about Miami Vice, but like he actually captured the gunfight in a very realistic light.
By the way, I'm not a fan of it. I understand why people do like Miami Vice, though. I'm not that cold to it.
It's basically like watching.
What I'm super shocked though, Chris, is that it made budget. Like, really? Like, yeah, people like Miami Vice. I'm shocked.
Here's
cleared it.
Miami Vice is one of those movies where people had an expectation that it was going to be like Bad Boys, but what Michael Mann did was literally take an episode of Miami Vice and just extend it into a 2-hour movie. That's basically what he did, and it fucked everybody. It really messed everybody up because it's like it wasn't a bad movie. It was just like if you went into it expecting it to be like the usual like movie that is about like an old property. He just went in a different direction with it that just kind of killed people's expectations. Because think about it, Charlie's Angels, fucking, Chips and all those movies. They always did it in very wacky ways, and it didn't feel like it really hit to what those like were. So when he did twice, it was like, oh,
he went with a way that made it feel more organic, more authentic.
Yeah, that's what he did. So like with Heat. Like what Dee was saying with his son about like how the guns are very loud. It's like, look, these were military grade guns that they were using. So yeah, like that shit's gonna be loud. It's gonna be like crazy, and you're gonna get the power in it because look, they were fucking up the police cars that were coming there
from a distance.
Thank you.
And the one thing that he also liked when he looked at it was he liked how he was really into it because like is he gonna make it when you see Tom Sizemore eating in the head? Still, it was one of those scenes like because my son was like, "How in the world is he shooting and he not get hit once?" And the second he said that, Val Kilmer goes, "Ugh!" Like I was like, "See." He's like, "But nobody's reloading."
Fair.
No.
Val Kilmer did. Val Kilmer.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, I'm going to say somebody reloaded. I mean,
he's not going to run. Hold up. You're just not going to run out there with a trench coat and a freaking chest full of mags and not reload.
And I think this was a different because you think about this was definitely a different kind of like cops and robbers shooting because we think of cops and robbers shooting. They got little fucking Beretta pistols and pew, like that. He was like the first, but like he was the first time I watched. But that's the thing. He was the first movie I remember seeing where to see that shit really be on some like video game violent shit. Like it wasn't no pistols that they were shooting. It was like, yo, this is crazy.
Chris, you were in the area when it happened. Eris probably vaguely remembers this.
Mhm.
We had 4 banks in the area get hit in that type of style.
Oh,
Remember, it happened in
yeah.
Bethesda. It
Uh-huh.
happened in Bethesda. Then it happened like in Silver Spring. Then it happened
Mhm.
like then it happened like in Hyattsville.
College
They
Park,
hit these,
Hyattsville.
and it's something like that. Yeah, and they hit these banks heat style, straight up
Yep.
AR-15s, super organized, in and out, like, and they took significant amount of money.
Yeah.
But we're and the one thing everybody always got to remember is that they're insured. Your money's fine. They're like, you know what I'm saying? You're fine. And bank robbers always say that to everybody, not as a cliche, but as the truth. Because you know how some people's like, no, I gotta fight for my money. Stop.
Your money
Money
is
your money's
is
insured.
insured.
Your money is
Like,
data
stop
too,
that.
by the way. So you
It's
know.
very-
That's them. Thank you, Chris. But yeah, they're trying. That's basically the bank robber telling you, "Don't be a fucking hero. Your money's fine, dog." You know what I mean? Like,
It's also very funny that you mentioned, like your son's like in John Wick and them questioning that whole shootout scene, because check this shit out. Keanu Reeves was offered the role of Chris, but
this seems like a movie he would have been offered.
this is like he was offered the role of Chris, but he turned it down in favor of playing Hamlet at the Manitoba Theater Center, and as a result, Val Kilmer was given the role.
I would say this though. I think here's what would have been weird for me. I don't know if Keanu would have been able to play like a drunk, degenerate gambler. Like, and maybe that's because the roles that he plays, whether it's like Bram Stoker's Dracula, like we joke about Denzel being Denzel. Keanu kind of had that problem to me, where it's like even in Bram Stoker's Dracula, it's like I just see you as Ted from Bill and Ted, but like I know you're acting. I'm not even gonna take that away, but it's like,
I mean, hold on. We're not gonna give him the speed credit.
I mean, yeah, but it was still the same. You know,
it's like back in the day, the critic made fun of Keanu Reeves. It's like we go to this new Keanu Reeves movie, The Merchant of Venice. If you poke a man, does he not like Blade? If he does this, does he not like do that? If you give a man something rotten, does he not like blow chunks? That was the knock that they always gave Keanu Reeves. So he sounds like a surfer.
So yeah, okay, I get it. I mean,
so
basically, we give him shit for Bill and Ted across all of his movies, between Speed, Johnny Mnemonic, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Point Break.
But here's the thing, much like Denzel,
don't forget The Matrix.
Yeah, of course. Well,
yeah. But here's the thing, though, much like Denzel, Keanu somehow, though, even if we complain about it, we don't give a shit because we're still entertained by what he does. So it's like, all right, cool. It just is, and that works in his favor.
And one of the main things that Keanu did was he realized what type of star he was.
Yeah.
That I am a god when it comes to the sci-fi action genre, and I can easily slip into that anytime I want to. Type of like Keanu knew what he finally figured out who he was. Yeah, and I think like all actors, it takes a while for some actors to get to that point.
Like
I think
Nick Cage is the same too.
Val Kilmer was going to be on that route too before he ended up getting sick. Yeah. A lot of certain actors, good example, Billy Zane. Billy know he ain't going to be a star in no movie, but I'm going to be the most. But it's like this. Yes, I'm not the star, but you're going to remember me more than anybody else in the movie. You're definitely going to go, man. Billy Zane, man, he was in the background playing blah 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 blah.
Gotta say, I mean, if this movie was to ever happen, I know it will never happen, but if it ever happens and we see this man come out with the white hair, brownish tan skin, and this like with an X heart tattoo and shit, this nigga is Ansem in a Kingdom Hearts movie.
I'm just saying,
the world will be complete.
I want Billy Zane in the John Wick franchise just because at this point, I'm like, yo, you need to give him something to be in there. I mean,
you gave it to Willem Dafoe in one movie.
I will say this though, if like D said, if Val Kilmer didn't get sick, I think he would have also been in the John Wick franchise and doing something.
He would have been in more stuff.
Come on, the guy was in MacGruber.
Certain actors,
yeah.
Like certain actors, you would kind of just tell if a sickness or another movie didn't happen or whatever it may be didn't happen, they would be perfect for that role. I think it shocks me that Val Kilmer wasn't in John Wick just as a background character. You know what I mean? It seems like that would have been up his alley. Like certain people you would have seen that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. But my thing was like with this film, like you said, it was all these people personal lives. I appreciate the fact that we lived in a lifetime where we've seen Danny Trejo's trajectory and stardom. There's something
Danny
amazing about
Trejo,
seeing
man.
that. There's something amazing about that because he's literally living like the American dream. This is a guy that was literally in prison and then just ended up coming into being an actor, and then boom, he's in a Michael Mann movie. That's crazy.
Like, now he was been in movies since the late 80s. And really what happened was he just fit the part.
Yeah.
He just fit the part. And that's really what Danny Trejo did. He played him until he became a star. And it's just just a really cool come up for Danny Trejo, man.
He's played different. He's never and it's funny with him is like it's like he never fell into that trajectory of just being like the Mexican henchman. He actually was more than that, and I actually appreciated that about him. I'm pretty sure this.
I'll say this, like I said, it took him a while to get out of it, though.
Yeah, but you could tell, like seeing him, just his trajectory. It's just kind of funny, just being able to have a bird's eye view of watching that in every movie that he's in, because he's actually funny depending on the movie he's in. That's why when I watched Spy Kids, I was like, of course Danny Trejo's in this movie. Of course he's in this movie. Why wouldn't he be here?
Let me tell you something. When that inevitable time does come and Trejo's out of here, the biopic on this man is going to be ridiculous.
Menacing in
Modelo, yes.
Man.
No, seriously. No, like and I really mean that. In all seriousness, Trejo's biopic is going to be ridiculous. Like a man that's been in so many properties, so many movies.
He was a playable character.
Yeah, he was a playable character.
Jail.
Yeah, both him and Henry Rollins were in Fight for New York.
Henry Rollins still had no business being in that game.
Can I be honest with you? I had a moment with Henry Rollins. My second time deploying. He came to the military base, and it's one of those things where it's like, never meet the people that you see. I don't know why my goofy ass thought Henry Rollins was taller, and I'm like towering over him. Like that it fucked me up. And maybe because that's just my thinking of what
Henry Rollins. I told you before, Chris, that Henry Rollins was nothing more than Robert Kirkman's blueprint for Negan.
Yeah.
Henry Rollins exudes a dude that's clearly 5'6" and walks like this the whole time.
Yeah, he does. He does. Nice guy though. He's a very nice guy. He's very insightful and everything. So we visit. It was just kind of just funny. It's like, hey, I see you. Like you're a funny guy. Yeah, you're pretty funny. Cool.
Henry Rollins. It's just kind of sorry. It just is kind of weird to see Henry Rollins in a movie like this. Because
you forget he was a thing in the 90s. It was just
you forget, like you go from being a punk star to doing movies when there was no trajectory for that. You know what I mean? That was a really kind of. I'm not the right person to talk about. This one's real shit. I'm not nothing against Henry Rollins, but I don't know enough of his career to really talk about it. But it is kind of a cool story if you know a lot about it. You know what I mean? About how he got his little come up into acting. Go ahead. What's up?
Tony Todd just passed away.
Oh, he's gone. Damn.
Tony Todd.
Damn.
Man.
He's gone.
Wow. Well, Three Black Geeks was planning to have an interview with him this summer.
BlurCon was right there.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something real quick. Number one, when I was first told that BlurCon was trying to get Tony Todd, I was told about this almost 2 years ago. We were just having a conversation, and when I found out then that he was sick, and I found out again, like like what he was sick from. I was like, oh, like how serious is it? Like, does like you think he can beat it, or is he on his way out? I was told it's looking like it could be any day.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, man.
Real
What?
quick.
Hey Chris.
Ah, shit.
That was perfect timing, but no, but Chris. Hey, look at it like this, bro. At least we got that captured video of him saying "We are Venom" at San Diego Comic-Con last year.
That was great. That was
I will say Tony Khan doesn't know this. Whoever, but whatever. Actually, it's not a big deal. Sad to know about Tony Todd dying in the middle of our show.
Sorry, I got the notification just now, so that was
I mean,
But speaking of which,
you know what? Look.
Habibi firebombing got a missile to. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee.
Okay, I said this offline, but
wait it out.
I'm glad D put this up finally. So, John Voight, what was this? This is a different look for John Voight.
That's a dude that collects or has gambling debts. Jesus!
Look, Sue said it best. It's like redneck ocelot.
Yeah, just the old man ocelot here.
John Voight in a Metal Gear movie, made for TV movie.
3 years before Metal Gear Solid even existed. How about that?
I gotta be honest with you though. I ain't gonna lie though. I know I was cracking on this, but at the same time, I'm like, I need to know who was in the wig department on this. Because like if you look at this, it's like if you take the mullet off, it looks like he just has regular like short hair and just a mustache. That's it. Like
no, actually, this is what happens when he unclips the freaking hairband from Anaconda. A couple of years later, like 2 years later, he ends up doing Anaconda.
I like how we have memes of John Voight when his character in Anaconda is looking at Jennifer Lopez with the white man pervy face.
Yeah.
That is the most weirdest look ever. That's a guy that's like, I want to rape you, but not really. Like,
oh
maybe.
No! If he wasn't tied up, J-Lo would be done. I'm not advocating for any of that, but I'm really
not. Like, but
I'm just saying. For anyone who's never seen that movie before, watch Anaconda.
You should.
It's a dumb movie. It's very dumb, but watch it.
Ice Cube's in it. Yeah.
Ice Cube.
You did not yay, nigga.
But I'm just saying, if you want to know the origin of where that meme came from, John Voight, Anaconda, done.
John Voight plays the character that's like sort of the median for the heist. Like he gets them their money, and what happened was what they stole from the armored truck.
This movie's Colonel Campbell.
He really is.
I was going to say the same thing.
My man, so he's
right wing raiding. Tevin, you was on fire tonight, son.
Well, look. I mean, the mullet kind of.
Oh God.
What's the name of that song from Metal Gear Solid Revengeance?
Oh man. They got a Metal Gear here.
That's a dude. They got to pick up his stepdaughter.
That's a man that looks like a fucking old white degenerate gambler. And don't he like he drinks cheap vodka? Hit me. It's 21, sir.
21.
All my exes live in Texas. Sparks a story for this man. Did I tell you about the time that I knew?
It's a great value, Sam Elliott. That's what that shit is.
A man has But he has cologne that just says Longhorn Steakhouse.
It's a man that puts ketchup on his steak. All right, come on now.
Well done at that.
Well done. I'm sorry.
Man got a picture of that man got a picture of Dale Earnhardt somewhere.
The number three car with the silhouette of Dale Earnhardt with that mustache.
Intimidator somewhere.
Yeah, what is with old white guys' fascination with well done steak and ketchup? I really need to do a scientific study on that because that's
I don't know, Chris.
it's very troubling.
Why
It's
you
like
think
trying-
we can
It's
answer
like trying
white
to eat
things?
it's like trying to eat an upscale burger, but with no bun or anything.
I'm just saying, look, I feel now that white people have taken over at this point. I feel they can give me money to do funding for
Oh.
research on them.
What?
All right.
Oh, what was your first clue, Chris?
When they put the shackles on us, or when they was kneeing us in the back of the neck to make sure we didn't breathe on the ground.
Actually,
or when they collectively decided.
They have to
No,
air
no.
They said we're gonna vote for
Because
it.
white people, you gotta specify that. Because white people has collectively decided many different times in history. So you would have to specify which.
Actually, guys, it was when I saw the fucking Skyrim guy break into the Capitol. That's when I was like, all right, you know.
But Chris, was it before or after Rodney King got his ass beat? That's all.
Actually, after I had an enlightening moment here.
Oh my god, man!
A
Remember
glimmer of hope,
Breonna?
if you will.
Remember when they ain't Breonna Taylor, but the other homegirl was sitting down playing
Sandra
Crash
Bland?
Bandicoot. It's not Sandra Bland. No, that girl was like
Played a little
playing
bit of
Crash
Dead
Bandicoot.
Island on the PS3.
You know what I mean? And here comes Serpico, shoulder blocking the door, nigger. Like, you know, like what is it? Dead? Was it dead? If anybody know her name, tell me, man. Yeah, you know what I mean. Well, like, what about the time that little nigga named Tamir was on the fucking playground going beep 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 beep, and the cop was like, coon, pa pa pa. Was it then?
Well, you know, D, you gotta understand, Tamir Rice, you know, had dragonfire rounds in his gun, you see. And then
And that shit spreads.
it's just spread. So white people freaked out.
There were children playing.
I'm sorry, dude. There's something to be said. I'm sorry, there's something to be said that you're a white person that is so fucked up. That a 10-year-old who you were a kid at one point playing cops and robbers, and somehow this black kid couldn't even get the fortune to play cops and robbers. You shot his ass. Like, you know,
Errors.
What's up?
It looks like we're gonna have to use it. Eric.
All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes. Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
In other words, what Three Black Geeks is trying to say is what the great Dr. King said years ago.
And a lot of white folk have demonstrated eloquently that they don't have no sense.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, be prepared for our YouTube comments to be spammed with "Make America Great Again." We're gonna get that segment. You know that, right? You know that, right?
Errors.
Bring it, bitch.
Errors. For me, it's the pause.
The bitch.
Eloquently that they don't.
That is an angry, perturbed black man that hates white people.
The white people made it eloquently clear that they don't got no sense.
And that's when
demonstrated eloquently.
That's when white people turned to Michael Jordan, and I took that personally. And then boom, 1968. Ah, shit, done. Yeah, it's just hey, look. Gotta know your history, kids. Know your history, kids.
Hold on. D's conspiracy theory. Jesse, you know what to do. Hey, Jesse, you know what to do. I got it. Hey, yo, Martin. Hey, man, let's get some fresh air outside. James Earl Ray.
All right. And I've been waiting, baby.
Please clip this. Please clip this.
Oh God. Oh Lord.
Gotta laugh to keep from crying, folks. Gotta laugh to keep from crying.
Oh man, we have to. We have to because all of y'all decided at one time.
So here we go. I'm about to make myself retarded.
Trey ain't lying.
This is the thing that will piss white people off. And this is something I had to learn. I didn't really learn this, real talk. I didn't learn this until I was a grown man, so I ain't gonna act like I knew all my life. But this is what I found out as a grown man. Dr. King, Martin Luther King, hated white people.
I gotta ask y'all
That little black kids and white kids can hold hands. He was only saying that because he's trying to preach to people on some real shit. You know these crackers lost their damn mind.
Gotta be honest with you. Let me ask you this. Dennis Haybird, block of charge. Block of charge.
Okay. My son, who
There was this fucking there was this fucking
my son had me dying because as soon as they were driving, he's like, he ain't driving fast enough. I'm like, don't worry, son. Michael Mann is doing this thing where it's fast editing, and you can't really tell where the fuck they at, right? So when he got to that one part, and you see Pacino take out the shotgun and go, wow, 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 wow. This nigga Dennis Haysbert does the dumbest move in the world. He does this. I'm gonna lean forward so the I was thinking to myself, this thing is fucked. Like, I know De Niro ain't dying. I know you're definitely dying.
dude.
No, the best part, he quit his job that morning.
He did.
He quit his job that morning.
He quit his job that morning, and I'm pretty sure when his punk ass woke up at 5 o'clock that morning, he didn't think that by 3 in the afternoon he'd catch a hole in the head.
My thing is this. All right, let's say you did help them out and get away, right? What was your take in this? How much money were you getting out of this?
No, because your friend. No, because De Niro came to you, and you're the best wheel man in the business, as they would say.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell.
Look, I'm just going by it, but I'm pretty sure he got a smooth 20% of the cut, at least 20.
It is black.
Especially if he was able to drive them out of there and nobody got clipped.
Look, let's be real here. This man has a black wife, so she would have looked at him like, you quit your job, and she would have like popped him upside the fucking head and shit, like you a dumbass. But then we'll have been like, all right, we got money now, so what's the next move, genius? Like that kind of shit.
Look, but baby, we got money now.
Hey, D, you're muted.
Yeah, you are muted. You're muted, D. You got no sound, nigga. Did your mic pop out?
Unplug.
I think it did. Did it?
Okay. Yeah. You know.
Okay,
but baby, we got money.
His wife would have popped on his ass.
Hold on,
upside
right
the
there.
head.
Eric, say that again. Hold on, Eric, say that again.
Look, but baby, we got money now.
You don't mean that shit. You just running your mouth.
Exactly.
I wasn't running my mouth. I was running the murder.
Give you this big black dick. Zip. Done.
Listen,
I
never.
Hey, real talk. That's Dennis Haysbert, so this happened.
What the fuck?
She heard thud. That's what she heard. What the fuck? Okay.
My man did get lit up by that. Like, it's like, what was the plan to just? I'm like, bro,
first of all, you're gonna drive this old ass Bonneville through through
First
an
off, that was a
ocean.
Lincoln Town car.
That was a Lincoln Town car, buddy.
That had to be. Hey, look,
listen.
hold on, Eric.
No. Hang
No
on.
excuse on these parts.
Hang on. My point is, nigga, at the end of the day, that shit was Swiss cheese, okay?
Yeah, true. And I don't want to hear no bullshit like it ain't that fast. No, 300 horsepower V8 inside that damn inside that damn town car. It had muscle, but you know what? It didn't need that much muscle. Them bullets.
Exactly.
That's what said block the charge. You know.
That nigga. Soon as he turned the corner, mini man.
A 300 horsepower V8, right? All that money and all that sophistication, fucking military grade weapons, and you didn't think not for 1 second they just make the vehicle armored.
Now, here's a fun thing, Super Smash, about that. Dennis gave the good dick, but my wife wants me to stay with her. Why? And then you have McKelty do the best thing in the world, telling us all that Layla Rashawn was a raggedy ass bitch.
I gotta be fair though. I had to look at her.
I still love Dennis Haysbert way to exhale. He was like she's gonna have a little sister, but we can't get married, right? We can't get together right now.
But D, he's such a good man. Why don't you fuck him then,
Mama?
Mama?
Why don't you fuck it then, Mama? Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk that way.
It's a very realistic apology right there.
Oh man, and the mother over there. But baby, I don't want you to be lonely. And you hear in the background, will you exhale? You hear that instrumental in the background.
Hey, look.
But yes, thank you for bringing up Waiting to Exhale. An episode that Three Black Geeks did all the way back in 2016. Is to this day is one of my favorite episodes.
I'm gonna say this.
I would love for us to redo Waiting to Exhale, but that episode is fucking perfect. Y'all listen to it. It's absolutely one of my favorite episodes we ever did.
Let me show this though. Like I think it's also interesting. Like somebody brought up the whole character actors in this movie. It's like both sides, like the robbers and the cops. It's like a fucking just stat cast of like character actors on both ends, and it's like just great to see. Like
we just talked about Ted Levine. Here's Ted Levine, motherfucking Val Kilmer, aimed by Hawkeye, and I give it up. Ted Levine when he got shot, he was like this on the ground.
Could not in absolute disbelief that he got hit.
I mean,
and I love the look. You know the best part I liked about it? Showed him on the ground, showed the pool of blood that was on the ground. Then to show the next shot, no blood anywhere. Fucking love it. Hollywood. I love it.
Now here's the thing. Now this whole the whole thing of the reason why they end up happening is because the first heist in the movie at the start, they have a fifth guy as Team Waingro. Waingro is typical white guy that just likes the action and just wants to, basically he's a sociopath that just wants to find a reason to kill somebody. Like he kills a fucking hooker because reasons. He's white.
Wait a minute. I gotta do it. The Grim Reaper is visiting you tonight. Oh, bro. You didn't know what this was?
Look. I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
So you just thought you were just gonna give it pussy and I was just gonna let it go. No, that's not how we do it, honey.
Why you lying to me?
Waingro being a regenerator. That's
look, Waingro. That is a different level of scary white man. A guy that subtly is just like, oh, you thought you were leaving. Oh no.
No, and she had me rolling because she over there sound like a 1990s porn star. You were the best fuck a young girl had or some shit like me. It like
ass off.
Just a girl. He's finna kill you.
like sister girl, let's talk. Like my sister, let's talk real quick. Let's
my Nubian child.
That is a whole white trash looking white man. You fit to die. All right.
Let me ask you a question.
It is 1995 and he has a chest tattoo. You are dead.
No, let me ask you a question. Was that promised $200 really worth it?
Look. 1995. You eat all $200 for a couple of weeks,
brother. Chris, she could have got that too. No. Chris, she could have got right? No. Chris. No, Chris, she could have easily got that $200 like 3 hours later with another job.
3 hours later, yeah.
Yeah, that was back before the end. That was
Japanese man that's coming.
I gotta say, there is something wild about how like prostitution just evolved, where it was like you just drove to a fucking seedy area at the corner and boom, prostitute, right? And then all of a sudden the internet just birthed with, oh, it's just seedy on the seedy side of the internet now instead of the streets. It's, like that's kind of crazy if you think about it. And the whole ass like weird. Oh, go ahead.
It is weird seeing, if y'all never seen it before, it is a sight to be seen. No, don't argue them like Pokemon. Please don't, because I know a bunch of you would. I love sex workers. No, you don't. You don't love hookers. Y'all don't love hookers. Real hookers. You know, the ones that walk down the street like this, wearing a tank top in 40-degree weather. Y'all don't like real hoes. Y'all don't like real hoes.
Fucking bullet holes in the leg,
So I'm gonna suck your dick or not. Because I got stuff to do. Y'all don't like real hoes. Y'all don't like real hoes. You know what? I'm keeping that to myself.
Hey, go to Magfest. You'll see the real. Sue knows. That's why he laughing. You know. Hey. Aaron's done because I'm right. He knows I'm right.
I wish I had a white flag so I could throw it.
Don't worry, somebody's gonna throw a piece of shit in that gazebo this year.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, death taxes and shit in the gazebo. It's how it is. It's just which is what it is.
If I see said shit in the gazebo with a little American flag sign on it that says for Kamala.
Speaking of which, so
now that wasn't us that did that.
Speaking of which, look, shout out to William Fitcher playing Van Zant, right? I like how Van Zant was just this uber, again, the cocky, confident white guy that thinks that he could just throw money at a problem and think it's going to be cool. And I like how De Niro, when he tried to kill De Niro called him, hey, what's up?
It was the phone call. Like, my guy was there. What happened? He didn't show up. He didn't call.
Talk to an empty phone. It's like, oh, shit.
No. It's the setup, Chris. The setup is, you know what? Don't even worry about
Keep the money. I don't care.
He's like, don't even worry about the money. What are you talking about? That's a lot of money. Like, don't be silly. Like, how could you say, don't worry about the money? That's a lot of money to say don't worry about it. Like, what are you doing? You want to know what I'm doing? I'm talking to an empty phone. Because there's a dead guy on the other side of this fucking phone. Hang up. That is a man who knows his days are numbered.
Okay, watch your back.
I mean, when he busted up, rolled up on them after that bank heist and rolled up on fucking Van Zant's mansion, I was like, yeah, you were dead, dog. Dead to right.
He kicked in the door. What was the question he asked him? What he said, I forgot who he asked for. He was like this, how the hell would I know? All right, boom, 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 boom.
My man said, where?
He
just goes, where is he? How the hell would I know? Plop, plop, plop.
Oh no, that's what, and that's what made Waingro at the beginning escaping so bad, because I don't think they expected Waingro to really do what he did, because he basically threw fucking Neil's fucking crew under the bus, and Danny Trejo got fucking killed, which I was like, God damn, like.
Well, beaten to the point. Man. Yeah, no, beaten. The nigga was beaten within an inch of his life, and he's like, I'm not gonna make it. Can't leave me like this, Neil. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, put him out of his misery, dog. Yeah. That man is in so so much pain right now.
I mean, that was just crazy. But like I said, Wayne Grove just a crazy redneck white guy. Like, I mean, look, he
At the same time, this is what happens. This is what happens when you had to have a moment, okay, like a pregnant pause because 5-0 saved this nigga's life, right? What I like is that was that Wayne Grove had the solid snake perk because this man managed to slip away in between the freaking like in between the truck yard and got away for like a good hour and a half of this movie.
mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, you see this nigga in a robe in a hotel.
Yeah. That's what makes him
Ordered
so
all
free.
of the hotel porn.
Look, man, and that's here's the wild part. It ain't even a good hotel. It's the hotel by the airport. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a good one. It's like, really, the hotel airport? Like,
It's the airport hotel.
Shit, the food.
Man's got a great view, but the hotel shakes.
It's like this shit ain't fucking the Residence Inn. It's like it's the hotel airport hotel. Like, definitely.
Motherfucker, like it's the good LaQuinta, that shit.
The good LaQuinta.
That was it. The funny. There was another scene in this movie that was funny is when they were doing the whole the metals heist and they were they were across the street and that one goofy ass cop fucking fell inside there and they was like, all right, nah, bro, no, stop that shit.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him drinking 1994 bottled water. Now, here's the fun thing. D remembers this because I'm old enough to remember. For some reason, people saw that as effeminate back then.
Really?
Like, oh, he's drinking out of a water bottle.
You tell me them
Drinking
back then.
water, drink sugar, you asshole. Like, where's your beer at? Like, that's the way people treated people in the 90s when they drank water. Out of a bottled water, not a thermos. No, you were a child.
First off, you drinking water out of a thermos. What is this, the 1940s? Like, what the fuck we talking about? Great Depression?
Hey, Chris, I don't make the rules of the 90s and what pissed off white people because they couldn't say nigger the way they used to, okay? I don't know what...
I want people to understand something.
Hey, Gen Z, look. Hey, Gen Z dude over there, they got white friends. You ain't got you about to drop all of them niggas in a minute. You ain't gonna be able to talk to none of them no more.
I want people to understand
because one's real funny. You gonna be mad. You can't talk to them no more.
People to understand something, man. White people made Leave It to Beaver because they didn't want to fucking reconcile that they were calling niggers the same year that Leave It to Beaver came out. I'm just saying, like, there's something to be said about that, right? Like, you made a show so you can just ignore this is America. I don't know, dog, because right across the street they calling me a nigga, so I don't know if this is the same.
That being said, though, she has a great ass.
Responds in Pleasantville. Responds in Pleasantville.
That fucking movie.
You know where she at. You tell me why. Because she's got a great ass. You got your head all the way up.
I know it.
You know, that scene always made. I always question that scene because I do believe that Pacino improvised that line. Because if you look at the way that he was supposed to say it, like you can see that he was fixing his mouth to say something completely different, but he just went with great.
Look, I will say this,
and the way that Hank Azaria looked at him.
Thank you. She's got a great white.
Yeah, look.
I emphasize that.
You have to, because great white ass is. Yeah, that's cute. There's a bit of a chunk there. All right.
Cool. That's great. It's groovy.
There might be some fatness to it. No. It's just wide. But whatever. It's all right. We can deal with that.
I see. It's just hips and thighs. That's really it. No, see, Pacino with the best line delivery of, I gotta think about ass. When I see it, something comes out of me. I was like very poetic there.
Inspiring.
Very inspiring there, Albert. Very inspiring.
I did like how he really, despite how he went about like talking to people, he really didn't take shit off anybody. Because I like how he looked at his boy at the club where he was like, "You brought me out here at 2 a.m. for this bullshit," and even he was just like, "Fuck, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna throw me in the." It was funny as shit because it's like when he said, he was like, "You brought me out here at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning in L.A. of all places." Like, really, dog? Really? Okay.
I was like, this is the best. Like this is the best you got. You're not gonna tell me nothing else.
Why am I here?
It's like, why the fuck am I here? So you really enjoy wasting my fucking time, don't you? I was like, Ricky Harris was about to have probably the worst week after that point.
Bro, but that's his character. That's Vincent in a nutshell. It's like he's just very straight to the point. Even when he rolled up on Ricky, before he told him about everything, he's just looking at him like, I can shoot you right now, but I don't want the paperwork, so you're gonna have to
exactly.
Like, what are we doing here? And that's why I like McKelty Williams and being behind him. Like, bro, I paged you like 8 times. I don't like paging people.
So I hate that shit.
Hate that shit. I know it's my job, but I hate this shit.
It's like, I hate paging. It's like, nigga, pick up a phone. Call.
Did you forget? It's 1995, so yeah, paging was a thing, kids.
It was, because the thing is, you pay somebody, you gotta wait for them to respond back.
And if you're black and you had a pager, the cops think you're a drug dealer, and then you get pulled over. Racism.
Gotta love it.
Like how this episode has turned into, we talk about heat and then we dabble in racism and then we get back to
I mean,
I'm just saying, like,
it's the timing. It's the timing, Chris.
It's the time. No, but I'm saying it's the timing. But just even the moment of Pacino and Ricky talking to each other, I was like, a little racial tension here, a little bit. But I don't think it's racial tension.
I would say no.
Yeah, I know.
It's just Pacino just really being about his job.
But Tone Loc, though, I laughed at Tone Loc. Even in this movie, he's being Tone Loc, and I'm fine with it. It's like, oh. Cool.
Let's be real, dog. It's Tone Loc. Tone Loc, especially in the 90s, Tone Loc is Tone Loc in everything.
Surf Ninjas.
This is peak Loc.
Peak Loc.
Peak Loc. Top tone, if you will.
Sir, that's the line of Surf Ninjas. Brothers don't surf.
Let's get back to the hood. I ain't never gonna be able to live there.
I still feel that ruined his career, and we just don't want to admit it.
Surf Ninjas?
Him saying brothers don't surf. We love that line, and Tone like, y'all niggas know I can't get a job after that. Like he paints a dark pitch era of his life.
I interviewed Tone Loc. I interviewed Tone Loc, and I'm looking at Eris when Tone Loc says that shit. Eris looking at me like,
no. Eris has the Willem Dafoe smiley crazy. I call it Jesus Christ, where it's like, Jesus Christ, like holy shit.
That was Eris when Rico sat there and said it's 3 Black Kids.
What is cool, Mr. Logan? What do we do? Why do we ask him that question?
Sir, that was Eris when Johnny Rico literally said 3 Black Kings. Is that racist? I swear to God, that was Eris in the moment. I was like,
dude, to hear Casper Van Dien of all people ask about something being racist.
I was trying to protect his name, sir, for a second here.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care. It's been years. It's been years.
White man by the name of Juan Rico.
Johnny Rico.
No, for Johnny me, I legit had the Negan look of when he was talking with Carl. You know that you've seen the meme before.
Yeah. Nah, man. But my thing is this, like,
oh damn, holy hell. Kid.
But nah, man, it's just kind of crazy. Like the Tom Sizemore, what I love about him is he knows how to play like crazy white guy. So when they're in the bar, when they're in the restaurant, right, and they're sitting at the table with Wayne Gro's out here eating his fucking pancakes and shit, and Tom Sizemore looking at him like, You fucked us. Like, you know, that look like people give where they want to fucking punch you in the face, but they can't because reasons and shit. That's the look that he gave him after that heist. And I was like, perfect. Tom Sizemore is the guy to do that kind of face and visual look. This works.
He's going to keep the quality. He's going to keep the quality of this place up, guys.
Hey, that look he gave that fucking white trucker that was looking at him after he bashed his face on the table and shit. He just looked over like, okay, I'll just keep reading the LA Times here and didn't see that.
I'll go back to my WWF magazine and not.
You know when you do a heist and when you unnecessarily kill 3 people.
My man told them that, yo, we just blew the door. They lost their hearing. They can't hear. They're in a daze. Chill. He told them to chill. And this man really thought that they were going to pull a gun out. I'm like,
my man really said he made a move. He was going to make a move. I'm like,
here's my problem. Y'all should have shot that nigga when he did that shit.
Yeah.
Well, just have.
I mean,
well, he would be. I mean, it would be. It would.
Like his behind, but
no. But if you really think about it, no, you're right, D. Because I think if they killed Waingro, the police would have just been like, well, I guess he's part of some crew or whatever, and maybe that would have probably threw him off the scent. Maybe.
Especially when you consider how much of a game of cat and mouse De Niro and his crew were playing with the cops. Because think about it, they went out to a freaking like to a shipping yard, and they're just. Like De Niro's going, you know, this is over here, that's over there, this is over here, that's over there, and they're just playing this whole thing up, and they're like, all right, let's go ahead and break. Yeah, this right here, of him just pointing out random shit. Cops is like, all right, let's go in for a closer look. Let's try to track these guys. They get to where they were and say, okay, we got a shipping yard, an oil refinery, and something else. Like, what the hell are these guys doing here? What are they doing?
Oh man, that scene was perfect.
And Pacino, oh Lord, I got to give his character points for being this intelligent because he goes, "You want to know what they were looking for?
Us.
We just got made."
Oh, because you remember?
Oh, these guys are good.
Oh yeah, because previous scene, they were staking them out at the restaurant. They were at the hibachi grill with the family and shit, and then like. It was like, all right, cool. Now we know where to go. And like I said, as soon as my man tripped up in the fucking truck, that's when De Niro was like, huh.
I was like, nah, abort.
Okay.
Abort.
No, stop it. Stop it.
We're like, dog, because we got eyes on him. We can go in there right now. No.
Because if we walk out. No, I'm sorry. I was gonna say. First of all, they even tried to take him. You know, you got Captain Gung Ho over here saying we can take him right now. Like.
B&E
for B&E,
man.
He's like for B&E,
they'll be out in like
out in 6 months. Yeah. Like they'll barely do 6 months, and they'll be out of there.
Barely that. You probably get that. You ain't look. That's still Republican in California, but you can get away with that shit in California, man.
That's like here's a fine and maybe some community service. You're done. Like you know what I'm saying. So it's like, and you know, like I said, Pacino's character just wants to like, no, I want to get this motherfucker. I ain't trying to get some bullshit B&E shit. Like the fuck we doing here? Like
it's like wasting the time and paperwork on that shit. Like by the time we're done with the paperwork, they'll be let out on bail.
De Niro's character falls in love with a quirky white woman
who works at a bookstore and also does OG 95 graphic design.
She's actually worked on a couple of album covers.
I understand the Dewey Decimal System. All you had to say was, "You can't make my dick so hard, honey. Oh, calm down."
That's this though. Okay, I've been to LA like maybe a couple times. It's kind of crazy, like. How in the 90s, like a lot of stuff that was happening in LA, it was always like in a diner somewhere in LA, like Pulp Fiction, but it's like a busy diner. Like closest diner you're going to get from me as out is Denny's, right? Like Denny's is just what Denny's is. I haven't been in Denny's in years, Jesus Christ. But
I mean, late night it'd be Silver Diner.
Yeah, Silver. Yeah, Silver. Well, yeah, I actually do live near a Silver
Diner. Is so gentrified.
It is, isn't it?
I used to go to one in Rockville back in the day, so yeah, it's changed big time. So
yeah,
you know,
but you know, you mentioned that before because there are actually much like delis in the Midwest, there are a lot of diners in LA. A whole lot of diners in LA.
Yeah,
So
I mean, and the East
that
Coast
doesn't surprise me,
Pennsylvania has it.
especially in the 90s where they still had the 50s, 1960s looking diners that still existed back in the 90s. So that kind of don't surprise
Busy diner looking at Metals books, and that's how they bond because she's seen them come into the bookstore multiple times over a period of time, and just
she did something very rare in the 90s. Shot her shot.
Yes.
And then De Niro being the cautious De Niro that he is. Why are you talking to me? It's like okay, for 5 seconds he was like that. All right,
He
for
was.
5 seconds. For 5 seconds he was like that.
Then when you realize, okay, let me let my guard out for a second, little lady.
Okay, you got
sorry. He said, like, I'm sorry. I didn't
Neil.
know you. My name is Neil. I mean, come on, man. You're a professional thief. The last thing I need to be doing is giving up personal information unknowingly to the ops.
See, young white guys, that's how you talk to women. You apologize, and then you say, "Hey, that's my name."
Dude, but hey, I understand that. And I'm willing to do something. But I believe it's a man's right to tell a woman what to do. Just as simple as that. If if you wouldn't need an abortion, you want to be a whore. Like, take this shit off. God damn it.
It's the 90s.
But that's
it's the 90s. Toxic masculinity wasn't even called toxic masculinity. It was just masculinity.
It was called being a man.
It was just called being a man.
No, but that's what I'm saying with Neil. Like, there is something interesting.
Slut.
No, but there is something interesting about Neil is this professional tough guy, and he is just unguarded. Like, oh, okay, cool. All right, cool. That's what it is and stuff. Like, he let his guard down, like Sue said, and it's like, oh, he's a regular person. He ain't just a hardened person.
Hey, here's a tip for all you ladies out there from D. For D. No, chick, I don't want to be with you. You're a Leo, are you? Yes, I am.
Ladies,
real basic with these. It's not even an all the way NBA cross up. It's just one yank. It's just a hezzy with D. That's
D almost got with Jill Scott.
Oh man, folded. Look at that.
Folded. She said she liked dream.
I like but my man said, sounds like you get lonely. I don't want to be lonely. Fuck her.
Go.
Yeah.
Hold up. Can I ask y'all something? Mm-hmm. The balcony scene between De Niro and the homegirl. Did that look blue screenish to you?
Just a bit, yeah.
It did.
It looked like they weren't even there.
That was on the studio set somewhere.
That had to have been a studio.
That's a curtain up.
That
feels like man.
That looked like colorful studios.
I mean, it's kind of interesting because I felt like when it got to the scene where they were in a helicopter, at night, Dee mentioned earlier when he was getting to, catching up with De Niro, it felt like they just got B-roll shots of all right, we're gonna get B-roll of the helicopters flying in the air, but Pacino's actually in the studio, looking like he's in a helicopter kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
But it's those moments. It doesn't really deter from the movie. It's just that looks very blue screen. All right, cool. That's fine. I will say this: that might be because of technology with Blu-ray and high definition, possibly too.
While that is a possibility, it still just looked kind of artificial to me.
I mean, that's real. I like how Pacino kind of sort of reconciles with his wife because of Natalie Portman's.
His daughter ended up
almost ODing.
No, that wasn't OD, bro. That was a straight wrist.
yeah. Suicide. I don't know why I thought OD. Damn, I'm tripping. But just that was the thing that boom, he's there. I guess, and that repairs the. I mean, I guess traumatic situations will tend to unite people. That makes sense.
That's usually how it goes, especially in Hollywoodville. She tries that, she asked the question of, "Do you think there's going to be any reconciliation for us?" I wish I could say yes. You know, I'm not what you go. Like I'm not what you're after. I gotta go. I gotta go to the office.
But I like how like essentially like he's going with this girl, but then he ends up finding out that the bank heist went sideways
Oh yes.
because Wayne Grove basically kind of tipped off the police in a way about it, just as revenge and stuff. Like, put it this way, Wayne Grove basically got his revenge because they were trying to kill him by doing that. But it's like, damn, it's petty, but it's like
if you think about it, he should have never. Like, if I'm gonna be gone, especially if I narrowly escaped death like that, bro, I'm gone. You ain't gonna find me.
No, but he's a petty white. He's a petty white guy.
I'm with Eric. You're not gonna find me, nigga.
Oh no, but he's a white guy that feels he's invincible. Like you said, he has that I'm the Grim Reaper, baby. Like he just feels like he can just do whatever and shit. So it's like
see, and that's what makes me kind of dislike both him and De Niro's character, because first of all, when you got redneck Colonel Campbell telling you that all you had to do is just get to the airport, make it by this time, you'll be home free. Even even Pacino's character was like, these guys are gone. Okay, you let them slip by us so smooth and so easy that we have no idea where the fuck these guys are. He is gone, flying like a fucking bird. Like, come on. I'm like, De Niro, you and even your girl who was about to leave you said, hey, she was this close to leaving you. She's like, hey, I'll roll with you. I don't want to be alone. You don't want to be alone. Let's do this thing. The moment they were going to the airport, she was down.
Ride or die,
bruh,
man.
The moment you had to say, got to take care of something real quick. But do we even have time? Oh, we got time. I'm like, De Niro, is it worth it? It's not worth it, my guy.
The thing is, DJ Sue,
it wasn't worth it.
It took me it took me a while when I was looking at it, but I understand it. What we were dealing with was two men who were the same person.
Yeah, two sides of the same coin, if you will.
Yeah, both of them were dedicated to the work they did. And Pacino, even with his daughter who committed suicide and all that, he was ready to be beside his wife and all that. He got a call and it was like, hey, she said it the best way, which is really heartbreaking when you really look at that scene where she like, do what you gotta do. Go ahead, be who you gotta be. And he got up and he ran, and you saw how he flew down them stairs. She was there just by herself, just like, I really can't have him. You know what I mean? I really can't have him to myself.
No, when she hit him with that, with that, is there any reconciliation for us? And he said what he said, and of course she's like, hey, you know what? Just call me and make sure that you're okay. The part that as soon as we see him run out of there, and he's going down the stairs, here's me. Well, after that, will they, won't they moment?
Yeah, it is a big will they, won't they, and it's one of those things that, like, yeah, you got to really think about it. Does she want to really continue having that where she really can't be with her husband? And the real scary part about that is, what if you die?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's real. It's a real thing. Pacino, as a guy that wasn't his daughter, by the way, but he cared for her like that was his daughter. So he wants to be a father. He wants to be there. He wants to do that. But what makes you? I'm a fucking cop, and I'm a good fucking cop. So it's really hard. It's really hard to deal with that. In the sense of what happened with De Niro wanted to be away from the life that he has created. Yes, it brought me this and brought me that. But real talk, I'm tired of being by myself, and I really am tired of doing this work. But when you have, at least by my count, 2 chances to leave everything on the fucking table, you chose, let me pick up the gun and let me get to work. Both of y'all workaholics. Both of y'all can't say no to the work that you do. And unfortunately for the climax of this movie, one of you gotta go.
Well, I mean, no. D, what I was referring to when I said that the shit wasn't worth it, I'm talking about it wasn't worth it for him going after Wayne Grove.
Oh no! It wasn't. That's why I said that's another thing. You could have left this on the table, nigga.
Could let
You
that
could
one
have just
go.
left this all on the table and go into the sunset, but you chose to work instead. Same, like I said, and De Niro had a not De Niro, Pacino had a moment early in the movie. The same thing. You could have just let that go. You could have just stayed home with your wife. You could have fixed that shit. But you know what you did? You hyper focused on your job.
No, this is what makes that diner scene of them having the coffee together so impactful, because De Niro says one thing, Pacino says one thing, De Niro says another thing, Pacino says another thing. They're both saying similar things, but it's the one thing that De Niro said that even I said that will never happen, and that was when he said, "Or we get up from this table and we never see each other again."
Mm-hmm.
I said that was the scenario they could have went with. That was the branching path in Resident Evil that you chose not to take.
Because it is one of those weird things where you could have said right then and there, and I'm going to use the word, the heat's too high. The heat is too on to us. So I suggest we did say no to this. You could have walked away there. Pacino, you could have just said, "Hey, I know who you are. I'm gonna let this one go."
Mm-hmm.
You could have done that. Y'all both could have done. These are scenarios, because I hate to say it like this, because the one you caught him on, you do realize if y'all was never there, nobody would have been hurt except the bank manager who got punched right in his nose with his keys. But notice, they did it the right way. We're here to take the money. Don't worry about your money. Your money is insured. If you have a heart problem, go ahead and lean against the wall. Meaning that we are not in the business of killing any one of you. We want to get what we want, and we're going to walk through that front door, and nobody going to say nothing. Now, if Pacino was never there, they would have been in, out, got what they wanted. What they got, it was high. It was going to be hot, money. But at the same time, you couldn't
hang on.
It's going to be gone.
Wait. Hang on, dude. It wasn't just any hot money that they got. They took the money that belonged to a scumbag.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
See, that's one of the great things about robbing from gangsters and like criminal organizations. It's like, who are they going to go to?
Exactly.
Because they have to admit to the cops what they're doing.
Exactly.
In real talk, some of them are like, we here at Evaco kill children every day and we make money off of it. Now go find my goddamn money. And the cops go, we're going to circle back to that, but we're going to get them.
Look, hey. Here's a pen. I'm putting it in there.
Put a pin in that real quick.
Put a pin in that and come back to that later.
I'm going to ignore that, but I get a lawyer to see about that, because we're coming back. And we're getting subpoenas and everything.
I am giving you a 3-day head start. I'm coming back with warrants, subpoenas, and all kinds of shit in between.
I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna be a gentleman about it. If you want to tear up papers, I suggest you do it now.
No, you get that. Hold on, you get that one Boy Scout. Like, you're shredding. I hear you shredding back there.
You shredding fast enough?
Go ahead. You're going to want to do it, because after we're done with this part, we're immediately going into that investigation.
I like how Dennis Haysworth gets promoted to being a cook and then just said, "Fuck this shit, let's rob banks," and then just.
He wasn't even promoted to a cook. No. He was not promoted to a cook, man. Come on, man.
Guy called sick. Called out sick.
Yeah, there was not enough time that passed. That man said, "Yeah, that's great that you're amazing on the grill. But here, you're gonna scrub the toilets, take out the garbage, and
here's the plunger, nigga."
I think it said scrub the fryer or something like that. I'm like, Jesus, you gave him.
Oh, the 1,000-yard stare he gave that cook, like, I hate this cracker right now.
Which is why I loved the yoke and yeet that he gave him when he quit his job.
Which is why I like the Look, which I like, you didn't even see him get shot. You just saw the blood fly on the motherfucking windshield. And that right there, how DJ 2 looks right there. All of a sudden, I will remember you.
This Dennis Haysbert fucking picture from Major League. It ain't even his fucking character from the movie. It's just Major League for no reason. It's like, all right.
You don't even see him get killed. That's what's so crazy.
Well, the car getting riddled with fucking military grade bullets. I mean,
Not even military grade. That is straight LAPD grade bullets.
Tomato. Okay, we know the pipeline, the military weaponry, the cops. No. It's right there, man.
Listen, that wasn't even SWAT. Okay, that was regular ass.
First off, tomato, my nigga. It's all relative. They all use the same bullets. They all enter black people just like every other race.
I'm not in this with Chris.
Listen, Chris. I need
the LAPD going to shut down the podcast. We're in the East Coast.
No, you need no. What you need to understand is something. There's a difference between military. There's a difference between standard state government issued Glock pistols and freaking SWAT. And then you got your bank robbers, which has the military grade weapons. Come on, man.
Sue. Are you gonna pull this whole the police bullets didn't call me a nigga with this shit? Like it's all the same. It's all.
I'm sorry.
That was never my argument.
Just saying, like the bullets are the same.
I didn't even get to this, you two.
My man said this. Well, they got the. I'm like they both using the same bullets.
So you mean to tell me you're gonna put a 45 millimeter bullet inside of a shotgun?
I mean, first off, bold of West Studi having a shotgun when everybody else had fucking like M4s and shit. Which I'm like, all right, man, that's a different choice. Like everybody, also, did you want to be different today, sir? Like everybody got M4s, and you just said shotgun.
And also Pacino with us, and also Pacino running all up and down Main Street. No armor, no nothing.
His boys got armor.
Running.
Well, his armor's plot worse. All right. Hey, personally, I think it's worse than the last act where he's chasing him through the airport. And I'm thinking, number one, you lost De Niro 3 times. Ain't no way in the world you still caught up with this motherfucker. And then the best part, nobody else seen y'all on this little chase that y'all did.
Then made it even better. Homeboy, he ran across like a random squad car cop and said, "Let me get that shotgun." Shotgun perk activated.
Hey, look, we talking about this.
Shotgun perk.
Hey,
we talking about grab random shotgun.
Hey, we talking about Dennis Haysbert being shot up, man. Look, man, that crew lit up all them fucking LAPD cars that came roll up in there.
Oh yes,
the crossroads. Yes, my Uncle Charles, y'all. 2 fingers in the head.
Thank you. Cops are using like 5.56, criminals at 7.62.
All right, fair.
Bullet sizing, sir. Bullet sizing.
Hey, check out the gun nuts over here.
Well, this post Trump
NRA
society.
The NRA is for blacks too. No, it ain't.
You say, look, CJ. You say Trump's America. I'm like, hey, look, I had military parents.
I'm sorry.
I had military parents, hell, military family, ROTC, and I just happened to read a book on munitions. Just saying.
No. Here's what didn't kill me. I love older black people that told us to get a gun, to get guns to protect ourselves, but they always try to go through the right. See, what you need to do is join the NRA, nigga. No, I have had so many older black men who try to inform me and tell the importance about protecting yourself, and I believe that. I don't like having a gun. I don't want to have a gun around because I got kids, but I understand the very importance about protecting yourself as an individual. All the rest of that shit. But with older black men, especially those that have served Desert Storm on the back, they have this knack of telling you that you got to join the NRA. And I remember telling one, I'm never going to do that. They said, that's where you mess up. I'm like, nigga, they still going to kill me. Philippe, who is it? Mr. Castillo, the one who died. He was a member of the NRA, and they said, "Coon with a gun."
It was the black people. It was always the black people, the whole time.
That is why you get yourself a nice safe, hide your weapon there, open said safe when the time comes, and then you huddle yourself up in the attic.
Well, and then you can, you too can become Reggie from Bad Boys for Life.
Hey, I'd be about that action.
Yeah, nigga wick.
I know, right? Johnny Walker over here.
Javante Walker.
Devontae Walker.
I like how we just named a better character than Common's character in John Wick 2. Ain't that a bitch?
Yes.
But the thing that get me is, like I said, he chases De Niro. And it's really sad because De Niro does the deed all the way on top to kill your boy in the hotel room, which gets me because they knew he was over there. They get to the hotel just in time as everybody's coming out. And of course, because it's a movie, De Niro looks in the direction and sees homegirl in the car. Now, he didn't know who she was, but it was more of, why are you just right there with your car with all this chaos? And then he saw De Niro come out and he chased him. Like I said, in this chase, he lost this dude 3 times, but yet still found him. And they run across the airfield and everything. That's the shit that got me. They ran across a whole goddamn airfield to the point where I think they on the tarmac, just old white man running, and then they finally get to
past the big ass hangars and shit.
Yeah, and they finally get to a mosque where it's like you can barely see each other, but they shoot and they finally have their moment. There's nothing left. Like Pacino drops a shotgun, takes out his 9, and finally gets him out there. But because it's a Michael Mann movie, when you see De Niro get shot, he just sits there, and then you got Pacino finally standing there. Now I get it.
Oh, no. D. Wait, hold on. Wait, D. Hang on. No, it's the best. No, you missed the best part of that shot. He manages to get that first shot off on him, right?
Yeah.
It's when you see the jet fly over them and the lights flash and it's directly on De Niro, and the way the camera did that fast zoom on Pacino as soon as he turned. Just to take that them other shots at him, I was like, okay, this is a cool shot. I always love that part of the movie. But
yeah, it is actually a cool shot. But when we get that long shot where it's like that widescreen shot,
the wide shot. Then when
it's like movie, I get it. He accomplished it, and he accomplished his goal. And it's not to what end, but it's more of now what.
No, because he did say no. Because he told him. He said, "I told you, I was never going back."
Mm-hmm.
It was just a subtlety of him saying,
"Yeah,
I'm never going back to prison," meaning you are going to have to kill me.
Yeah, actually, good pickup, Eric. Yeah, you're going to have to fucking kill me. Yeah,
because again, like I said, that conversation that they have in that diner is so important, so pivotal to this movie that they're literally telegraphing and foreshadowing the third act for you.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it's just that Vincent finally kills Neil and he ends up holding his hand like, stay with me when I die.
Like, he took his hand and he's like, yeah, you're right. You weren't going back. And at the same time, I did say that I am going to take you down. 2 people dedicated to their work.
And one
a Michael Mann film.
Oh, no, wait, D. 2 people dedicated to their work in the most unnecessary way possible. All of this could have been completely avoided. I'm just saying.
And D's going to put it out there. Especially one more than the other. Neither getting pussy tonight.
Well,
One way more than the other, but you know what I mean. We already know the consequence.
I mean, yeah.
Amy Brenneman played Edie.
Mhm.
I gotta say, so sis. So you just left at the airport with a dead man's car, huh?
I mean,
So
possible money in the car too.
well, let me ask this. Outside of you possibly quitting to run away with him, how's that graphic design job with Arista Records going?
Gotta be honest with you. I'm pretty sure she went back to the bookstore.
Oh yes, she did.
Pretty sure.
It is back to Barnes Barney's and Nobly for you niggas.
Barney's and Nobly.
Out here sitting up there talking to her damn girlfriends, talking about, yeah, that's the last time I pick up a guy at a coffee shop, like, you know,
Diner.
My bad.
Not a Starbucks Reserve, sir. This is a
diner.
A diner called I don't know. Chappies. Like Chappies on 21.
That's the last time I would ever do this shit. This shit is done, man. Like, just
like I said, out of everyone that got taken out, Kilmer's the only character that got away.
Yeah. I mean, because at this point, I think the FBI was just not FBI. Yeah, it was FBI. Yeah, FBI was just chilling at his girl's house. I'm like, how long is the FBI gonna really sit there thinking that Kilmer's gonna come back before they just stop and give up?
That was not the FBI. FBI had nothing to do with this movie.
Okay, I don't know why.
It was all LAPD.
Well, I kept thinking it was the FBI because of the people involved. Because you remember when they were reading off their rap sheet and stuff, a couple of them got tapped by the FBI in some way.
Some of them were, but like the whole movie was all LAPD.
Okay.
And remember, De Niro's character pretty much ran this huge ass task force.
Yeah.
So
I say, tax dollars was at work heavy in that movie.
Oh yes, it was. So I was gonna say, so a couple of things. I want to point out from this movie. Let's see here. All right, so in the pre-production, we got April 5th of 1994. Mann was reported to have abandoned his earlier plan to shoot a biopic on James Dean in favor of directing Heat.
Okay.
So the film was marketed as the first on-screen appearance of both Al Pacino and Robert De Niro together in the same scene. Both actors had previously starred in Godfather Part 2. Let's be real, this is the first time we actually seen them together on screen together at that time. It says, but owing to the film's double story structure, they were never seen in the same scene, which that was also true in Godfather Part 2. They were never in the same scene together because of the timeline, which makes sense.
Difference. Yeah.
And they said Pacino and De Niro's were Mann's first choices of the role of Hannah and Macaulay, respectively, as they both immediately agreed to act.
I mean,
This is now he assigned Janice Poley, a former collaborator on The Last of the Mohicans, as the film's location manager, along with Laurie Bolton, who primarily handles scouting duties. Scouting locations lasted from August to December of 1994. Mann requested locations which had not appeared in a film before, in which Bolton was successful. Fewer than 10 of the 85 filming locations were previously used.
Damn.
Damn. The most challenging shooting location proved to be the Los Angeles International Airport, with the film crew almost missing out due to the threat of with the film crew almost missing out due to a threat to the airport by the Unabomber.
You mean to tell me Ted Kaczynski had may have stopped filming of this movie because of Ted Kaczynski?
Yep.
The Unabomber.
Also, get this. On the DVD commentary, Mann noted that it would be impossible to film the airport climax in the same way following the events of 9/11.
Of course not.
I was saying that when I was looking at it, I was like, this post I mean, this pre 9/11 airport, like, dog, man, running around the way they did.
So De Niro was cast as the first member to receive the film script, showing it to Pacino, who also wanted to be in part of the film. De Niro believed that Heat was a very good story and had a particular feel to it, a reality and authenticity. In 2016, Pacino revealed that he viewed his character as having been under the influence of cocaine throughout the whole film.
I'm sorry, what?
Pacino revealed in 2016 that he viewed that his character as having been under the influence of cocaine throughout the whole movie.
Okay.
So, Mann took Kilmore, Sizemore, and De Niro to Folsom State Prison to interview actual career criminals to prepare for their roles. While researching her role, Judd met several former prostitutes who had become housewives.
Ashley, come here. We're going to have you talk to these ex-hookers. So did you all suck?
I'll say this.
Did y'all all? Somebody came. I'm done.
So, okay. One more thing.
Research is research.
I know. Wait, one more thing. Principal photography for Heat lasted 107 days during the summer of 1995. All the shooting was done on location in and around the Los Angeles. Okay, then. Due to Mann's decision not to use a soundstage. Okay, then. So throw the shit that I said earlier about that balcony scene out the window. They actually did shoot that. So among key filming locations was the Citigroup Center, where the bank heist and the police shootout took place, and the Kate Mantilini restaurant, which served as the location of the meeting over coffee between Pacino and De Niro's characters. That location is not there anymore. Yeah. Yep. That restaurant closed June 14th of 2014.
I mean, there's a lot of those. It's kind of crazy. Like a lot of the restaurants and places in LA, like some of them are still active. So it isn't surprising that some of those other places just got shuttered.
Yeah.
Changing times, you know.
That for sure.
I mean, you know. But nah, man.
So it said both Al Pacino and De Niro prepared extensively for their roles. They spent time with real detectives and criminals to understand their characters in depth. They said the diner scene between De Niro and Pacino was shot with minimal rehearsals to maintain the spontaneity and intensity of their interaction. Mann used multiple cameras to capture the scene from different angles, focusing on close-ups to highlight the tension and subtleties of each actor's performance.
This came out before Christmas, and
yep.
Crazy that Jumanji beat it out, but not really shocking because Jumanji was like this huge hit. But you had Toy Story.
Yeah, it came.
Toy Story.
No, sorry. I was gonna say it came out December 15th.
Yep.
So,
yeah, you're talking like Jumanji, Toy Story. You had Heat, Father of the Bride Part 2. I forgot they made a Part 2 of that. Sabrina, the Harrison Ford movie, GoldenEye, The American President, Casino. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, and Money Train.
Hey, look, check this out, y'all. Imagine how different this movie would have been. Imagine how different this movie would have been, y'all. Mann wrote the original script for Heat in 1979, basing it on Chicago police officer Chuck Adamson's pursuit of criminal Neil McCauley, whom after whom De Niro's character is named. The script was first used for a television pilot developed by Mann, which became the '89 television film L.A. Takedown.
Yep.
After the pilot did not receive a series order, in 1994, Mann revisited the script to turn it into a feature film, co-producing the project with Art Linson. The film marks De Niro and Pacino's first on-screen appearance together.
I mean, look, that was like the crossing of streams here. I mean, think about it like this. To see Pacino and De Niro in a movie where they're actually acting against each other, that was a big fucking deal.
The fact that when this first came out as LA Takedown and then revisited again and it became the movie Heat is dope.
I mean, look, think about it like this. it's like watching two actors that you wanted to see in the movie together finally. It's kind of like when we saw fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone in the same movie together finally and stuff. It was like a huge fucking deal. Hell, you even look at fucking not great movie that it was, Jackie Chan and Jet Li in the same fucking movie.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Look, no. I was just no. I mean, no. You're entitled to your opinion about Forbidden Kingdom, but I don't know. I look at that movie as just being dumb fun. No.
It's dumb fun, but I'm just saying. But just overall, though, like just seeing the crossovers of two of your favorite actors be in the same movie is always fun to see.
Oh yeah.
So when you see Pacino and De Niro, it's like, yo, this is actually dope as shit. I'm kind of wondering, are we ever going to get like a black version of that, or have we already had it already? Because I mean, Will and Martin is probably the closest.
Will and Martin was one. No, we did get the other one. Remember, we kept asking for it, and we finally got it. Of what's his name? Freeman and Sam Jackson were in the same.
Oh shit! Yeah, fucking
Hitman bodyguard, Hitman wife's bodyguard.
I did have. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I did have a moment of wondering when they would ever cross over. So when that movie happened, I was like, okay, that actually works. That's actually pretty fun.
Like all of us felt like we got a freaking Xbox achievement or a gold PlayStation trophy.
I mean, you think about, but we look at Heat like back then. This was like the film snob jerking themselves off, like, oh, Pacino and De Niro.
100%. Especially when you look at who all was in it, and it was literally a who's who of actors.
Oh, Trey got it right. Yep.
Yeah, it was the nerd. Yes, the film nerd version of Capcom versus SNK.
Yeah. I mean,
it's kind of like when it's kind of like how you guys know how much I love to watch these old Hong Kong action films, and I point out the actors that's in it. I'm like, bro, this is like either 89 or 93 or 95 when these guys weren't even super popular in America yet. They were relatively unknown.
Think about it like this: Robin Shaw and Donnie Yen actually fought each other in a movie.
Yeah,
I did not fucking know it till I saw it, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is like a gold mine right here." Robin Shaw
and what's his name, Gordon Liu were in the movie together.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, damn, that's great. So, yeah, this is definitely one of those. This is definitely one of those movies that's a classic. I think people should definitely check it out if you can. Like I said, get it on 4K, Blu-ray. It's on Paramount Plus if you got the app.
Yeah, it's out there. Definitely grab the movie Heat for sure.
Michael Mann put his ankle in it, so
we can only hope that we get the sequel, and how much of it they're going to reference from the book is going to be used, because I went through the cliff notes of it. Oh, it's a solid story because of course what's his name, Kilmer's character. He's pretty much the main character throughout the whole movie, throughout the whole story.
Oh, so they want so apparently he too. I forgot because Austin Butler is going to play the Val Kilmer character. So that might be interesting, especially if they're doing that whole like prequel sequel kind of vibe with them. So looking at Austin Butler, he does look like he could pull off the Val Kilmer look anyway. So it's like, all right, disheveled white guy, that works.
Well, remember he's pulling off the Batman Forever haircut.
Yeah, Batman Forever. Yeah, Batman Forever.
He went from rocking the man with the freaking cosmic hero Miller from Metal Gear.
Snake.
He was really rocking that shit with the ponytail and everything. I was like, bro, this man is Master Miller. Val Kilmer is Master Miller in this movie.
I'm sorry, man. Look, Mistake really
came out there with the one arm.
I'm sorry, Master Miller really had fucking that boy's dead body in the corner and just took his glasses, put it on.
Yeah, look insane.
Really did. It's like, goddamn, man. Like,
well, if you go off of the ending to what was it, to freaking Phantom Pain, I would say the one that really killed him was actually Ocelot.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
What's our next movie, D? What's our next
movie? We'll be going over to London, and we're going to be going to Guy Ritchie's first big film, which is Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. This is also the first movie that Jason Statham was starring in. And this is also the big debut of Vinnie Jones in the movie also. Everybody else are kind of, I would say, kind of known actors in England. No one that we really know outside of probably Nick Moran. But outside of that, like it's the story. Eris, I'm saying Eris because I know Eris is going to love 3 people in this movie. He's going to absolutely love them. But put it to you this way. There's a dude that runs a porno shop that holds stop. Don't put your this is a scary white man, okay?
No. I'm putting the thumb up for okay, that's one.
Like they have a card game and he has a card game. There's a group of friends who are like, yeah, man, we're blokes. Oh, England, yeah. One of them like, hey, mate, I can make a whole lot of money off these cards. All right, so I'm gonna do this shit. So he plays poker, he makes good money off it, but he know he's gonna get fucked, and he does get fucked by homeboy that runs the porno shop. Not only does he want money, he wants it to double, and he wants his dad bar. His dad run his dad's bar. His dad is Sting. Not Sting the wrestler, Sting the singer.
The singer.
Yeah, it's his bar. Sting only has like three lines in it, but he's like intense for no fucking reason. So they're like, we gotta do something. Hey, what do those dudes do beside it? Like, what are those gangsters that live beside us? What do they do? I don't know. They do this and that. So let's rob the motherfuckers. Those gangsters that they were all trying to rob just robbed somebody else. They robbed this big old place where they got all this weed at. They are getting chased down by the gangster who you gonna fucking love. His name is Rory Breaker. Dude is about 5 foot nothing, and he is the best thing in the movie. Okay. I swear, when you watch this, it sounds like a lot, y'all, but it ain't. This movie is awesome. It is flipping awesome. A dude gets beat down with a big black dildo in this movie too, by the way. Also, Vinnie Jones, I'm not going to say the line, but he gives one of the best last lines of a movie. And Eris, you're going to repeat it for the rest of your life. What he do, gentlemen? It's been I forgot what he exactly said, but you're going to repeat that damn line because it's like, yeah. And then for me is the ending. It's not a big ending, but it's one of those endings where it's like credits. It's a good movie. My favorite Guy Ritchie movie is Snatch. This is the precursor of that. This is not. The stories are not connected, but that's how Guy Ritchie's style was Lock, Stock. The perfection of that was Snatch, and you can see how those 2 movies influenced all the rest of the stuff he directed and written. But we haven't done a Guy Ritchie movie yet. And I said, fuck it, let's go to the very first one, and it's a heist movie, which is Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. So it's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, and Vinnie Jones' kid says something, and Vinnie Jones has the response I had. His son's like, wait a minute, you got all this money? Fucking hell, mate. You got all this money? Oh, you watch your fucking tongue, man. It's one of the best lines of the movie.
It's Vinnie Jones.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun talking about that movie next week.
All right, cool.
Well, looking forward to it.
That in mind, we out.
Yeah. Remember, y'all. Vote Kamala next week. We doomed.
You're all doomed.
Oh,